money. Coming up later in the show, Twilight with Paul Newman, Gene Hackman, and Susan Sarandon.
You are good. You are very good.
And coming up next, the new film from the makers of Fargo, The Big Lebowski, with Jeff Bridges.
I received this ransom note this morning.
This is the bummer, man.
In the briefcase?
Papers. Just papers. My papers. Business papers.
And what do you do, sir?
I'm unemployed.
Jeff Bridges plays one of two characters named Jeff Lebowski in the would-be comedy called The Big Lebowski from Fargo filmmakers Joel and Ethan Coen. And I certainly hope that the main reason I didn't care for this film isn't that it simply suffers by comparison to their great film Fargo. Because most every film I'm going to see this year or next year isn't going to measure up to that picture. I just think that the humor in The Big Lebowski is uninspired. Jeff Bridges plays a too self-consciously created character named Jeff Lebowski, a laid-back 80s dude in surfer shorts who is mistaken for and then confronts a high-powered businessman also named Jeff Lebowski, played by David Huddleston.
I am not Mr. Lebowski. You're Mr. Lebowski. I'm the dude. So that's what you call me, that or his dudeness or duder or, El Duderino if you're not into the whole brevity thing.
The dude becomes involved in a kidnapping for ransom scheme involving the other Lebowski's wife, and boy, isn't kidnapping for ransom a tired plot these days? A more typically offbeat Coen Brothers moment occurs when Bridges' bowling buddy, John Goodman, offers his opinion on how to handle a crisis in the kidnapping caper.
Are they going to
You want a tow? I can get you a tow. Believe me. There are ways, dude. You don't want to know about it, believe me.
Yeah, but Walter.
Hell, I can get you a tow by 3 o'clock this afternoon with nail polish.
The dude also has a romantic interest in the film, Julianne Moore as Mr. Lebowski's daughter, and here they reenact, I guess, what is a parody of the flying scene in Superman.
La 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 la. La la la. La 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 la.
Some of the comedy plays itself out in bowling alleys, and this is not cutting-edge humor with John Turturro approaching the pins. What are we supposed to do with that? Laugh at how tacky, serious bowlers are? Kingpin was a much funnier film set in the world of bowling. Jeff Bridges' character wasn't worth my time. There's no heart to him, like, say, the Frances McDormand character in the Coen Brothers' Fargo. The Big Lebowski, a big disappointment.
I liked it enough to recommend it, and I think there's a lot of heart to the Jeff Bridges character. I think this is a very interesting performance of a guy who never really finishes anything. He's described as the laziest man in Los Angeles, and he has these two wonderful friends, Steve Buscemi and John Goodman. Goodman gives a very good performance. And the whole point is, of course, the plot is a cliche, the kidnapping scheme, but the whole point is, the plot is essentially, I think what the Coen Brothers are doing is satirizing a plot like that by attacking it through these woefully comic and incompetent characters who are absolutely adrift and way out of their element here, and that's what's funny.
I just thought they were so obviously written, particularly the Jeff Bridges character, as this dude type. And then the other thing is, because there's only been 2 pictures of theirs I haven't liked, and that would be the Hudsucker Proxy, which you don't care for either, and this one. And I think that decor got involved in both of those pictures. I noticed their art direction more of this picture and Hudsucker. And the other thing, wealthy people. Hudsucker, and here, the Big Lebowski, the other
So
Lebowski.
they shouldn't make any more movies about wealthy people?
They've got to be careful.
When we come back, Paul Newman, Susan Sarandon, and Gene Hackman star in a thriller called Twilight.
Still love me.